Hello. Today I'm here to talk about the movie Black Adam. A controversial movie. I know. The Rock's movie. I know. And a lot of you are booing right now saying that this movie is horrible. Horrible. Worst movie you've ever seen. Now, some of you guys might be throwing tomatoes at me right now. But no, no, no. No, no, no. I am not here to say this is a great movie. I'm here to say it's an okay movie and not a horrible movie. I have rewatched Black Adam quite a few times, and I'm not proud to say that it's actually one of my comfort movies because I quite like the movie. But I understand it's not a great movie. I also like The Rock as an actor. Hot take. I know. But I can get into why I like it. The movie opens up with a really, really boring conduct scene. And I understand why people hate that. Boring. I skip through it every time I watch it. I don't need to watch it. The whole crown scene in the beginning, it's boring, I admit. But when Black Adam comes out, that fighting scene, I think that's a great fighting scene. I really like that scene where he comes out and he just annihilates everybody and he just murders that one dude. Like, that's Black Adam, and they didn't really capture much of that the rest of the movie. Black Adam just kills people, he doesn't really care. And they tried to force that the rest of the movie, but that was good the way they did that one. And then what do you call it? Oh, after that, the whole slow mo, and I loved that too. I thought it was cool. And then God, it's kind of foggy. But Black Adam goes on. He gets hurt, and then he goes back to this kid's house. The kid, hate the kid. I think he's a horrible character, and they tried to make him like a Terminator sidekick type of guy, and it just did not work at all. But those are two negatives: the opening scene and the little kid. Were some of the mom's not my favorite either. Some other negatives. The force they're trying to force on that Black Adam likes to kill people. It doesn't really feel natural. Um, Something else I don't like about the movie. The story's, yeah, it's not a very interesting story. It's a pretty predictable story. But I will say, I'm gonna get into some positives because I really do like this movie, and I know I'm in a very unpopular crowd, but I really do like this movie. Um, what do you call it? Positives. I think The Rock does a fantastic job as Black Adam. I think he acts so much better than people give him credit for. Right? He can be very two dimensional. The Rock's the same character in every movie, but he felt like he really acted the character in this to me. I think he did a fantastic job. That's a positive. The other positive I felt like they did a really, really good job on is the fight scenes. I think the fight scenes were good. And that's the thing a lot of people actually like about the movie were the fight scenes. The other positive were the Justice whatever society, the Justice Society. I don't know about that. Justice Gang. Not Justice Gang, the Justice Society. I have a Hawkman figure. I loved Hawkman, and I loved Doctor Fate. The other two are alright. But Doctor Fate and Hawkman were really well done. And I think this Hawkman was much better than the Hawk Girl we got in this Superman, I'm going to be honest. But, who cares? I don't mind the new Hawk Girl we got either. But I loved the Hawkman in this. I liked Doctor Fate. Like I said, the action scenes were good. The story was a little one-dimensional. Not much happened. The kid was annoying the whole time. The bad guy didn't really have a motive. Like, there's just a lot of bad things about the film, but for some reason, I find myself really enjoying this film. And maybe it's just because the visuals and it's the fight scenes, maybe. But I like the character Black Adam. The only thing I don't like is the forced on that we're supposed to think he likes to kill people when really it doesn't seem that way. So when he flings that ship into that dude for absolutely no reason, just murders him. Like some things they just murdered. But I think the movie overall is solid. At the end, the ending I didn't mind. I liked the Henry Cavill tease. Everybody didn't like that. I thought that was cool. I thought, oh man, maybe DC's gonna maybe they're coming back for a second punch. I think that would have been a solid way. Obviously, you don't want Black Adam. You want to make another Superman movie and then his villain is Black Adam, something like that. But I thought they were going to try and kind of restart, and I was really excited about that. I was like, okay, Cavill's coming back. He can probably get Affleck to come back. I thought they were going to try and redo this. And I was like, okay, you're still keeping the same loved actors. Snyder's gone. And you can restart almost. And they didn't do that. But I felt like that's what it was setting up, was almost a restart. You have a new big bad villain in Black Adam. Kind of bad, kind of villain, kind of not. and you have Snyder gone, and you have the Superman. And I thought they were going to do a bit of a reset, and they were going to be like, just kind of act like those movies happened, but like at the same time not. And I think it would have worked if they would have built from Black Adam. And I know it's a very unpopular opinion. Obviously, don't make a Superman movie and have The Rock punch him around for 45 minutes. That's not what we want. Even that's probably what would have happened, honestly. That's not what we want. You know, have a compelling story with Superman. Not a Black Adam versus Superman movie. You don't want to name it that, 'cause Black Adam, Batman vs Superman was already a flop. I think you just make a Superman 2, Man of Steel 2, and his villain is Black Adam. Like, not a situation where they fight the whole movie and then they have to team up to fight this guy, because that happens way too much in the freaking in DC movies. Every movie, if you really pay attention, feels like that. But I think Black Adam was just a good movie. I think the writing was okay. I wrote a whole essay about it. I think the writing was okay, and I admit the family connection, us to the family, was not good. It wasn't. I admit that. But I felt like Black Adam's character was good. I felt like some of the guys' characters were good. I felt the action scenes were extremely impressive, and the fighting scenes were cool. And I thought the movie was good. I think that it's just overshadowed because it's The Rock, and everybody doesn't like The Rock, so they already don't like the movie. I would recommend going back and watching this movie again. I would watch it again, because I think it's better than most people remember. It's cringy, yeah. Story's one-dimensional, yeah. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but it's alright. Like, I can get through it. I can watch it. I enjoy it. Most people could probably just get through it. I'm not saying this movie is, like, the best in the world, but it's better than it gets credit for. It's not one of the worst DC movies. I don't even think it's near that. I think it's a pretty mediocre movie. I'd give Black Adam 6.5 out of 10. I think 6.5 out of 10. And that's what I'd give it. Really is a solid movie. But I just came on here to ramble about that. Bye-bye.